This is the Daily Brief for Sunday, 16 August. 11 stories in 8 minutes: money, politics, jobs and the machines. Let's go. 11 major fires in 48 hours leave fire services under incredible pressure across England and Wales. 43 new wildfires since Friday have stretched emergency crews to the limit. In Stourbridge, 38 houses have been destroyed or damaged, with residents unable to return. Major incidents declared in Stourbridge, Sandwell, Pershore, Stoke-on-Trent, Hampshire and South Wales. Fire bosses say the pressure on services has been incredible as they battle blazes across the country. Some residents blocked from homes even though structures are unaffected, while hotspots are dampened down. Police are asking the public not to speculate on the fire's cause and want information or video footage.
Luigi Mangione admits shooting United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson and pleads guilty to federal charges. The 28-year-old told federal court on Friday that he shot Thompson in Manhattan. Thompson, a 50-year-old father of two, was killed on December 4th as he entered a Midtown hotel. Mangione said he planned the attack after learning United Healthcare would hold a conference in Manhattan. He told the court he was driven by his experience with the healthcare system and severe back pain. Mangione faces a maximum sentence of life in prison for the federal charges. Prosecutors have recommended he serve between 24 and 30 years in prison.
The government is considering slashing electric car sales targets from 80% to 50% by 2030. Car makers have been pushing back against the current zero-emissions vehicle mandate. The government will consult on the cut until late October before making a final decision. Currently, electric car sales need to reach 80% by the end of the decade under existing policy. Environmental groups warn that cutting targets undermines long-term climate goals. The government could also extend the deadline to 2034 while keeping the target at 80%. An outright ban on selling petrol and diesel cars past 2030 will remain in place.
Nigel Farage won the Clacton by-election but refused to attend the result declaration. The Reform UK leader cancelled all planned interviews with broadcasters, including the BBC. Farage said police warned him of attempts to disrupt and degrade the result. He claimed he did not want to be demeaned and humiliated by what he called nobodies. Farage's team cited ongoing security concerns for his absence from the declaration. By vanishing from the spotlight, he avoided immediate questions about Reform's finances. The Parliamentary Commissioner for Standards inquiry into Farage is running again, and he faces interviews.
A major high street retailer has collapsed into administration with the loss of 1,800 jobs. A major high street retailer has collapsed into administration, resulting in the loss of around 1,800 jobs across the country. The company is reported to owe approximately £46 million to creditors. This is another significant blow to the retail sector, which has faced considerable challenges in recent years. Store closures are expected to follow as administrators work to manage the company's affairs. The collapse will have major implications for affected employees and their families. Administrators will now attempt to find a buyer or wind down the business in an orderly manner.
A woman claims her stepfather used Elon Musk's Grok to create over 7,000 explicit images from her childhood photo. The woman, identified as Jane Doe 4, joined a lawsuit filed by 3 Tennessee teenagers against XAI. She alleged her stepfather used Grok to manipulate a photo taken when she was 11 years old. The stepfather was found dead of suicide 2 days after the images were uncovered in a law enforcement raid. The woman said AI tools are taking everyday life and turning it into child sexual abuse. Teenagers accuse XAI of failing to take basic precautions to prevent misuse of the chatbot. X was flooded with millions of Grok-generated sexualized images earlier this year.
Quick break: every call your business misses is a customer calling someone else. Asm.ai answers your phone, your website, and your messages day and night. It takes the details, books the job, and sends it straight to you. See it working at asmi.tech.
Reform UK would cut £50 billion from benefits and scrap the disability payment system PIP if elected. The party will announce a comprehensive welfare overhaul that would affect nearly 3 million people next week. Reform would replace PIP with a new health security allowance for only the most severe cases. The party plans to make companies pay for employee sick leave for the first 2 years. Businesses with more than 5 employees would need insurance to cover sickness costs. Reform says it would spend an extra £1.85 billion a year on therapy and employment support. Labour called the plan's fantasy economics built on stripping support from disabled people.
Category 1 Hurricane Lala is bearing down on Hawaii, with winds of 80 miles per hour. The storm could dump up to 25 inches of rain on Big Island in a worst-case scenario. Lala is the first hurricane to potentially make direct landfall on Hawaii since 1992. A hurricane warning is in effect for Big Island, with tropical storm warnings for other islands. The last hurricane to hit Big Island was 155 years ago, according to the Associated Press. Officials warn of life-threatening floods and mudslides across the state through the weekend. Nearly 37,000 customers had lost electricity as of Saturday afternoon.
Second-hand booksellers across the UK and Ireland are reporting strange bulk orders from mystery buyers. The orders started arriving 3 months ago from buyers in the US, Canada, Europe, and the UK. One seller received a rush of orders between May and July for about 200 books. Orders include random combinations like Estonian translations mixed with biographies of racing car drivers. Barter Books owner Stuart Manley sold hundreds of random books for about £4,000. This follows Anthropic being found to have spent millions on books to scan for data acquisition. Booksellers worldwide report the same unusual pattern of varied, themed orders that break normal patterns.
A Sheffield manufacturer is set to create 400 new jobs. Sheffield manufacturer is set to create around 400 new jobs. The expansion comes as the company looks to grow its operations in the city. It's a significant boost for employment in the local area. The firm has been investing in new facilities and equipment to support the growth. This kind of manufacturing investment is welcome news for Sheffield's economy. The company says it's committed to recruiting locally where possible.
Natural gas prices could triple across the US, threatening the massive AI data center investments by tech giants. Hyperscalers like Amazon, Google, Meta, and Microsoft have been betting heavily on natural gas power. Energy research firm Norva predicts gas prices could rise above $10 per million BTUs. Today, prices range from $2 to $4.50 per million BTUs. Meta is building a 7.5 gigawatt natural gas plant in Louisiana for its Hyperion data center. Microsoft and Google are each building gigawatt-scale gas plants in Texas for their data centers. Fuel represents about half the cost of electricity, so price spikes could dramatically increase operational expenses.
That's your brief. Every story here comes from a published report, and every source is listed below. Subscribe, and we'll do it all again tomorrow.